Welcome back, everybody. And it looks like they brought back a few German vehicles this month. So, first one, look at the Mig SPS-K. Used to be a pretty decent jet back in the day. Like, back when they had fresh Rank 7, Rank 6 stuff, it was decent. The Blue Water Fleet stuff, I don't ever even play Blue Water stuff anymore. I don't even play Naval anymore. Okay, go back to the SPS-K. What I'm running for mine. Back in the day, before there was so many more jets and missiles, this was the go-to. You had one R3R, one R3, or yeah, 3R, I'm sorry, and then a R60, or two R60s. And the guns used to be paramount. You used to have to run this thing. I've got a couple of older videos. If you want to go dig back there, one of them's got an ace in it. It was pretty fun. Nowadays, there's so many vehicles you're going to see up tier wise that have really good missiles. They outdo your Mig-21 without the engine power. It's a way to look at it. So it's pretty much you have to bring the countermeasures. And I used to use this in ground battle also, as you can tell. It wasn't really that effective, but nowadays you can carry 4 missiles if you want to take the R3Rs. I wouldn't suggest the R3s because, yeah, they're not good. These are great for head-ons. Same thing with all the other MiG-21s. Can take 2 R60s and some countermeasures if you want to run that way. But yeah, back in the day, I used to say, "Hey, bring the guns. They're really good." Nowadays, there's too many things with missiles. Bring the flares. We'll take it out for a couple matches. I really haven't played this thing in close to a year, I want to say. Just because there's other stuff to play in the German tree that if you're going to grind it. I would say if you're collecting, then yeah, it's not too bad. Yep, so I don't have anything there. Do we need to bring mixed? Probably not. We are sitting at 9.7, which has always kind of infuriated me. So, I apologize about that, guys. I had to mute my headset real quick. Family popped in. So yeah, it sits at 9.7. So guess what else sits at 9.7? The 10.0 BR. Now this one's not too terrible. That's 10.3 now. The Su-25s, yeah, those are an issue. Now, as you can tell, we're not really taking off that fast. I mean, we are faster than most of the other stuff around here, but just for a moment, look, there's the Kafirs, you've got A5Cs, you got Su-25s, A10s, you're sitting at 10.0 basically. And it's not a good thing. Yeah, so. And back in the day, the funny thing about the R60s is they wouldn't really actually kill people. Me and my buddy used to call them spears. So they would spear people, they'd hit the jet, cause a critical, but not destroy them. And that was another thing back in the day that was kind of infuriating with this. Is it didn't necessarily kill. And it was so much worse for the Act 38 players back then. And they only had 2 R60s. So they were already in a horrible platform, and then they have to deal with, you know, their missiles not even getting kills, just critically. And back in the day, if you didn't kill them, somebody else said you got an assist. You didn't get full RP. It's not the severe damage mechanic they have today. Granted, you are fast, but we're nowhere near, like, what's the 10.0 MiG-21s? It's not the Biz, SMT, something like that? I can't remember. But yeah, I mean, it's a collector jet. And we're gonna climb because our claim to fame, maybe I should have brought more fuel. I didn't think it drank that much. I'll do 105, save ourselves some fuel. Yeah, your main thing is you want to go in, you want to get a radar missile offense. You're going to do a head-on. So that's what you're training for right now is head-ons. You have a crap radar. They need to be about above 3,000 for this thing to hold a steady lock. So, okay, it's not too bad. You got the MiG-21 maneuverability. It doesn't have the most powerful engines. You have at least 1 R60 or 2, and you got flares. Yeah, but you trade the gun. And granted, I don't know, I'm old school player, so I had to learn to love the MiG-21 guns and learn to use them, and Back in the day, you got more than quite a few aces. Nowadays, I don't even really sweat getting aces. It's just go in, get a couple of kills, and get out the game. Every now and then it happens, but much more difficult nowadays. Mostly because of what you're dealing with. So this can see up to 10.7. And you can imagine how fun that's going to be. Alright. Our radar deciding to mess up here. Oh, that's right, we don't have a full 30 kilometers, we have like 10 kilometers. We might actually get a kill here. And I think R3R kill. Like I said, these radar missiles are useful at range and this high up. Yeah, we may get another kill. No, it's gonna quit tracking before anything happens, unfortunately. The guidance time on it's only, what, 25 seconds? Yep. Yeah, it may be another kill. And no. And see, here's the bad part. We're out of missiles. So what do we do now? We leave. We really need to leave. That's an A-10. And if we were a normal Mig-21, we would have missiles. Well, not missiles, sorry, guns. So we're just gonna leave. Nothing more we can do here. Unfortunately, a lot of stuff is gonna be as fast as you are. If not a little bit faster. Basically, we're getting people to, and that F5C just decided, hey, he wasted all his missiles, it's gonna crash. So you're in and out. You're now a missile boat. But you can make it work. As you see, though, with my R3s, I nearly got 2 kills, possibly 3, but the R60 did run out of guidance time because it is the early R60s. And it's not a terrible jet, it's just, at this point in time, I'd say it needs to go down to 9.3. But it's a 9-point supersonic jet, so bringing it down to 9.3, people would get mad, but you have things like the Su-7 BLK or whatever that one is, BL something, whatever that one is. It's pretty fun. But the other supersonic stuff is a little bit lower. It's just its flight model. One of the few times War Thunder that actually matters. It's really good. It's a Mig-21. It's got that AOA. Hang on with. I think so. Sorry about that, y'all. Let's see here. We are going a little bit faster than we want to. It's like everything else, get it below 450, drop gears, drop flaps. We have enough AOA to kill the engine. I am coming in really, really hot here. Sorry about that, I have family constantly popping in. Did he crash? Oh, no, he repaired. And there's our parachute, so. But yeah, it's not a terrible aircraft. You have to go back and rearm. Yeah, I do miss guns. So if I was a normal MiG-21, we'll say the 10.0 and I had the guns, oh, there would have been more than a few kills right there. More than a few. Had to make sure my mic was turned back on. Get some iced tea here. Okay, so 10 kilometers lock range on the R3Rs. I couldn't remember what it was, I just knew we could hit on people with them. And I think we probably didn't even need this much fuel. I was looking at it earlier thinking, maybe I brought too little. I could probably drop it down to about 23, 22 minutes. And just run it 110% into the initial fray, then drop it down, 102, 103. But yeah, drop all your missiles on this loadout like I carry, and then leave. You can run the two R60s, but it's 2 shots and then nothing. And like I said, you had to bring flares. I mean, we flared off, what, 4 missiles? So we're no longer in the world of, you know, gun over the flare pods. And I'll keep harping on it. This was even 2 years ago. So yeah, bring the gun. You'll do so much better. But yeah, sitting at 9.7, it's just gonna get sucked into 10.0 or higher. So yeah, still a good collector jet. I mean, you saw me get a kill there, possibly 2 more, and then we had to run away. And it's just the life of this MiG-21. And originally, I don't think it used to get flares. I think it was just the gun and missiles when it first came out. Could be wrong though, because it's been a while since this thing's been out. But like everything else, things change. You gotta adapt. You can't use the water gun anymore. But if you've got the other German MiG-21s, you can always pop over and play those. The skin on it I never really liked. It was this weird bright white with red and yellow. And I was like, yeah, it's kind of neat. I did put a shark mouth on it way back in the day because the guy looks so cool. There are some more skins for it nowadays. No, that's A4B. It's the last guy left? Yeah. He went back to long base. No point in us burning a bunch of fuel. And we'll just cruise over there. We'll probably end up ticketing this guy out before I can even make it over there, 47 kilometers away. Was it like a kilometer every couple of seconds? Yeah. He'll be up and off the ground by the time we ever get back. It should take about 30 seconds for him to repair if he's got no skills into it. And Su-25 just slowly headed that direction. I'm just headed over that way so I can try to get a top-down kill. And if it decides to be funny and go head on and not have chaff, then yeah. Yeah, chaff will just destroy your R3Rs, by the way. They'll just leave wherever they're going to. Okay, here you are. Go ahead and just speed all the way up. Some altitude. Thinking about it, he does need to be pried out for these R3Rs to even be able to lock onto him. Well, he's still got roughly 30 seconds. That's enough time for him to get off the ground. Alright. Kill our speed a little bit. Don't lose that much altitude, but yeah. Sorry, boring gameplay, guys, but hey, we got ourselves a kill, and we had 2 other possible kills. Had our missiles been just the slightest bit better. Alright, now he's full of confidence because the guy got killed in the airfield. By the airfield. So. That works. He should be taking off here just momentarily. And I want to be 6 kilometers up. That way, if the airfield decides it's going to shoot at me, it's not going to hit me. Alrighty. He should be below us now. He's climbing. I may have to swap over to the R60 here. Kind of got to be right behind him. He's going to climb. He's in the clouds, so... We're gonna go straight up. Do something he can't do. So the last thing we need is him behind us in these clouds. Yeah, I see your lock, but you get the same issue I do. We're in the clouds. Now, I'm extremely slow, and that's somewhere I don't want to be in this thing, and he is the dogfighting. We're gonna swing to the right here. These clouds are horrible. If I can get a hit on lock, then I can call this guy some Haggett. Oh, wrong missile. Oh, missile. Yeah, let's drag him back over here. He's just gonna play around the airfield. We'll get some altitude. And look at that. That's kind of shitty. That's how you know that's probably a level 10 player. They're gonna go back to the airfield. Oh, we'll win it. Tickets. Injured. Where's his airfield? Yeah, that puts him right there. Need to be within 10. Come on, R3R. Give me a lock. Really need to be right behind him. Yeah, he's gonna keep turning into us. Problem is, I've got way more thrust than he does. Go ahead, launch your missile. And there's the A5 coming in to clean him up. Just dance around above him here for a minute. See if we can get R60 on him from here. Yeah, even the R60 is having a hard time blocking right now for some reason. Blink. And down he goes. At least he came out to play instead of hanging out by the base. Rank does not matter. So, even being a worse jet, technically, you can dance around people. We really only live because the A5C swooped in there and that got his attention. Other than that, me and him, we're just going to keep dancing around each other. More than anything. Alright, so let's do another one. I typically drag these out to a couple matches so we can see if it's something you want to pick up for collecting or we're going to try to actually play. At this point in time, I'd say for collecting. Unless they decompress some of these BRs, because there's no point in this thing going against A10s, A5Cs. You've seen what was in there. But it's one of those weird Mig-21s where it's got the lower power to the engine. And no gun. We'll keep the 26 minutes of fuel. I think it's perfectly fine there. It just gives you a couple on takeoff, so we'll burn it off. Got a decent amount of SL there. I mean, 79,000. It's not terrible. I'm saving up for when the patch hits. But I've got a terrible feeling it's going to be 500k RP and either 2 million SL for the jets or like 1.5 for the jet and another 500,000 to crew it. That's just speculation, but I have a terrible feeling that's what they're going to change it to. Now that is probably one of the best Mig-21 premiums you can get. That is the Mig-21. That's not the R1300, is it? Yep, that is. That is the best Mig-21 you can get premium-wise. Why? It has an insane engine on it. So it's the same BR as this. Same loadout. It gets guns, but it has no flares. Dun dun dun. So it gets the better everything else that I consider the Mig-21 and no flares. But hey, you get 4 R3 Rs or R3s. So you get either 4 IR missiles or 4 radar missiles, which honestly, I would take 1 IR missile and 3 radar missiles on that one, because you have the guns. So when you get behind people, like I was doing earlier, you can actually kill them. Oh, yep, I need to go head on. 9.7, 9.7, that's... Wow, 10.7. So he got a amazing down tier. Oh, there's a Mig-21 SMT, very good MiG. 10.7, and that's 10.3. So as you can see, you're going to get up tier. We're going to see some up tiers in this thing. More up than down, unfortunately. That's Life of War Thunder. This will probably be a quick match because I'm going head on. That's what I want to do. I want to get up high. I want to get somebody within radar range and try to get a kill. That is our entire goal of this thing. Sometimes it'll work, sometimes it won't. So if we die, we'll just go ahead and call it a end of the video there. Because there's not much more to speak on this thing. I mean, even in ground, you don't get CC IP bombing. Or is it RP? I can never remember which one. You get to dumb bomb stuff. And that's it. You do get some rockets. I think you do get the rocket assisted sight. But other than that, you know, it's not really worth it. I've tried it many games back in the day. Mostly because we didn't have Jack for CAS, Germany forever. Speaking of, it sucks. I've got everything I need in the German ground tree, and they released a German premium tank that's actually good now. A1A1 was decent, not gonna lie, but you know, and the Panzer Battalion was actually pretty good. But now, like, yeah, here's an 11.3 that you don't need anymore. Cool, thank you, guys. But hey, that just means I'm done for the most part grinding Germany. Until they add more top tier stuff or some funner low tier stuff. Okay, so we're closing in on this guy. He's not going head on with me, unfortunately. And that's what I'd really like with these things, because it's hard for people to avoid. It looks like he's a bomber. Come on, radar. Give me a lock. Alright. I need to be under, I think, 5 kilometers for this thing to actually hit. Okay. He's gonna try diving, and I'd like to get my rocket out before he dives. So, another rank does not matter. And that's, if you're gonna grind with this thing, that's pretty much the best way to do it. Let's see here, somebody else up here too. No? That's just trees, not trees, that's just clouds. Huh. A T2, interesting. We can do something he can't, and that's maneuver. He can do something we can't, and that's go really fast. Huh, there's another T2. Gaijin's keen vision bug. They have pretty good AOA for a few seconds, and then they have no AOA. Whereas we can just, you know, dance around. The problem is they have 2 Gatling guns on the front of them, and if they get their nose around like that, how many T2s are there? How many people are around me that I can't see because Keen Vision's bugged? And I'm dead here. I've done the ultimate sin in Mig-21, and that was keep turning and bleeding speed. Ooh, we danced around that. Keep the nose down. The nose down. Pull out right there. Get our speed back up. Yes. Enemy T2 is down. Sorry for the weird camera views there. I'm having to watch my butt. 14 minutes of fuel. Time to climb. We want to give this other guy, this Harrier back here, an idea that this T2's right here. Fortunately, the T2s have terrible missiles. A very fun jet though, not gonna lie. Alright, we'll swap over to the R60. We are the hunter now, no longer the prey. He's dead. Got a teamwork on that. Huh. Can I get an R3R kill? What? What? Nice. Nice. Okay. We're committing another sin by not getting our speed back up. Is he dead? Yes. F-111. He's going rather slow. I don't think we can catch him even being in this model of Mig-21. See, he's just dumb fast. And if he's already breaking Mach before we can get near him, you know. I'm just gonna leave my radar on, see if I'm gonna lock this range. I don't think so. But that man's never gonna land with everybody back here. So we survived this due to teammates. They've actually helped us out. And I don't know how I lived through that mini furball over there with the 2 T2s and whatever else shot a missile at me. I just know we dodged it. So it's not really reinforced my point that this thing's not that great anymore. So maybe it's pilot skill, enemy pilot skill came into play. Maybe there's new players I was going against. I know those weren't T2 early, so they weren't the premiums. So that means they actually grinded those out. Let's see here. We're going to try to climb to get out of the way of these missiles in the airfield. And if I can trick the AI into shooting at me first instead of my teammates, I can just dance around the missiles up here and my teammates can go in for the kill. So we're going to sit here about 4 kilometers, yeah, 4,000 meters. Just we'll be able to ship another 2 really quick. Let's go with the R60. Nope. Okay, Hail Mary time. We gotta take this thing out. And that should have enough fuel time to burn down there and smack him. Thing's still alive. Everybody's just taking a turn running a train on him. Oh my god. Oh. Oh, that was amazing. Of course it was the best squad. So you don't necessarily have a lot of killing power, but you're still Mig-21. It's one of my favorite jet frames, I guess you could say, aircraft. I'm seriously contemplating getting the Bison just to have it, because I think with it moved down to 11.7, it'll do half decent. I don't expect it to do amazing. They gave it, what, 73s and R27s now instead of 77s? But we'll see. I mean, it's 11.7 with some decent weaponry, and it's got the MiG airframe. Granted, the countermeasure issue that we're running into nowadays that's a whole another topic for another video. Some jets only getting, grand total of 60 split 30-30, where other jets have several hundred, sometimes of each. So there's that to be concerned with. But hey, we made some SL. If you like this thing and you're a collector, the German jets, or just in general, I still think something like the Milan, which came out a little while back, was like the bee's knees when it came to a returning premium. Like, you can grind so efficient with that. And I pick stuff up more to grind with, and every now and then to collect. So it's all what you want to spend your money on. I think they brought it back for an absurd amount of Golden Eagles. I think it's like 9,000 something. So, but is it a must-have? No, it is not. The Hunter F58 will give you way more kills than the SPS-K ever will. It'll just grind slower. Throw a talisman on it. It's good to go. And if you really want to grind through the German tree efficiently, Tornado. You take basically a little over half fuel, 5,000 pounds of bombs, and grind away at bases. So, yeah. And if you want to have fun while you're doing it, take the Mig-21 Laser. Like, I took that out the other day when me and my buddies were playing, and I had a blast in it. The up tiers were pretty bad, but still get a kill or 2 in there. And as you notice, I'm running a single R3R for a head-on, and it still works at 12.0. When this thing gets up tier, people still just head on with you, and you can do it. And it can lock a little bit lower, too. It's got a better radar. So you can do it at like 1,500 meters versus like 2,000 or 3,000 you need for this one. So in all, is it a good jet? It's decent. I don't think you need it. I think the really only purpose nowadays, due to the BR it's in, is collecting. Yeah, you can do well in it, but like you saw, when I run out of missiles and get slow, it gets a little rough. I'm surprised me in that second video doing my acrobatics didn't get killed, especially 2 T2s. And we'll hop over there. That's if they bring it back or if they've taken it away, I can't remember. I've had it for long enough. That's a fun jet, but that's the exact same thing as this T2. They're exactly the same. It's a copy paste. Just this one has a really cool skin to it. Like a really, really cool skin. Let's see here. There we go. Look at that. I've still got to get that skin. Look at that. People know you mean business when you come off the airport like that. Okay, that's it, guys. Till the next video. Enjoy. Have fun. Can't wait for the new patch. Like always, new stuff. Do you need it? Probably not. But if you're collecting it, it may pick it up. But you guys have a good one. I'll try to put some more videos this weekend. I am in the middle of swapping jobs. So, got a little bit of that to do this weekend too. But y'all have a good one, and I'll catch you later.